When we think about religion, we often think in terms of opposites. On the one hand, we have uncompromising atheists like Richard Dawkins arguing that science has disproved faith. And on the other hand, we have Protestant fundamentalists, people who think the world was created by God in 6 days, just a few thousand years ago. Two completely different takes on religion, polar opposites. But what if these two groups that are so obsessed by religion, God, the Bible, and evolution had something in common? What if there was a secret sympathy between atheists and fundamentalists? Well, that is the secret that my thesis reveals, that these two groups share a common historical root, and that because of this, share similar beliefs about how the Bible should be read and the relationship between science and faith. The story of this secret sympathy begins at the Protestant Reformation. Until then, the Bible had been read, perhaps surprisingly, in a variety of non-literal ways. The 6 days of creation in the book of Genesis, for example, were very often read as metaphors for great swathes of time. But Protestants argued that non-literal interpretations gave the church power to argue away the clear teaching of the Bible. And so Protestants came to reject the majority of these interpretations, including non-literal interpretations of Genesis. Now, as science advanced, Protestant thinkers used its amazing discoveries to prove to doubters that a literal reading of Genesis was correct. But then, everything went wrong. Geology showed that the age of the Earth was much older than a few thousand years, and Darwin showed that life had not been created instantly, but had evolved over many millions of years. Now, the Protestant assumptions that the Bible should only be read literally and that science proved Genesis gave rise to two conflicting positions. On the one hand, it gave rise to Protestant fundamentalism, where Genesis showed that science was wrong. But on the other hand, it gave rise to atheism, where science showed that Genesis was wrong and that God almost certainly did not exist. So why is this important? Well, it challenges many of our easy assumptions about religion, the Bible, and atheism. And this forms the basis for overcoming the mistrust and conflict that can exist between the religious and the non-religious. That's my thesis, and that's the secret sympathy between new atheists and Protestant fundamentalists. Thank you.